dun, dun. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. It's me again. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm back. Dun, dun, dun. Woo! Hey y'all, this is my review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 12. Thank y'all so much for y'all positivity, y'all love, y'all thoughts, y'all prayers. Help me a lot, it motivates me. And yeah, let's have some fun and get into this review. So we open with a montage of all the ladies, and now we're with Sheree and her fine-ass son. And I can say that because he is 26. He looks like he's my height now. He's almost the same age as my little brother, which is crazy. My little brother is 27. Like, wow. And it's so endearing just seeing Sheree be a mom, you know? She's talking about her She by Sheree brand, and she wants her son to model for it because why not? And then we see She by Sheree, the sketches and stuff, so the plan is in motion, but I'm not believing anything until the website is up and the clothes are for sale. Yeah, I agree, Sheree. If it don't happen this time, then hang it up flat screen. Next scene, we're at Candy's house and she's having a birthday party for her son Ace. The only housewife she invited though was Kenya because, you know, her and her daughter play a lot, and Drew as well because I think her son is around the same age as Candy's son too. This is cute. I remember those parties like this. Like when I was like 7, 8 years old, throwback. I would be at Aladdin's Castle in the plaza in New Orleans. I would have all my friends and stuff like that. It would look just like this. Well, you know, at an arcade and not somebody's house. Meanwhile, across town, we're with Sheree now. She's visiting Marlo's business, Les Archives. She's talking to Sheree about her plotline nephews and how, you know, one of them is doing good, but the other one, like, he isn't learning anything. And she's wondering, should she shorten the 30 days because they're not being disciplined by her sister? I mean, her sister has already, I think, 4 kids or 3 kids already? That's a lot. I hope her sister has a spouse or somebody there to help her take care of all those kids. Oh, so in walks Sonya too. So the group really is divided now. Sonya chose her team, it looks like. I'm starting just a little bit not to like Sonya because she's trying too hard and she's trying to be in the group that kind of like benefits her the most. And she's being messy for no reason. Very Drew-like, ironically. So we're back with Candy and the other ladies, and first they're talking about the security issue that they had, and you know Candy cheap ass, she's like, y'all paying for 24-hour security? Yes, Candy, like for safety. You know, when you live in a big house and, you know, you have nice things, you might want to have security. Maybe, I don't know. And Kenya just had to throw in that she lived down the street from Cardi B. Okay, girl. So now they're talking about Candy's play, and unfortunately she had to cancel it due to Omicron. I'm guessing during that time. During like last winter, that's when it was just like really bad. I'm guessing somebody on production or one of the actors had it. And I think they didn't qualify as a new play for the insurance, so they just had to shut the whole play down permanently. And it really sucks because I heard it was a good play. And I don't think it's going to be revived. Like it started in October and ended in December. That sucks. Like I really had to look it up. Like I thought it was actually still on Broadway, but it's not. It really sucks because everything now is back to normal. Like they should really try to vouch to bring it back to Broadway. I'm sure that has to sting because, you know, she has experience with, you know, My Mother's Love being shut down, but that was actually like because it wasn't good. This one was actually good. It was just the circumstances. They couldn't afford to keep it open. Oh, Candy's emotional in her confessional. Candy's a true businesswoman. She'll be able to like produce another play soon. Back at Marlo's job, they're just all talking about how much of a disaster her trip was. It looks like Sonya is on Marlo's side. She really is up Marlo's ass for some reason. She agrees that Kenya should have never came if she's gonna bring that energy. And then Marlo says she's disappointed in Candy again. Girl, leave Candy alone. So they're going back and forth between the groups of ladies, and we see Kenya saying that Marlo really has a hard on for her. Then the whack ass bones throwing that Drew did. Like, I still can't believe she actually went to the pet shop and bought bones because it was more than one that she threw in Futon's direction. She really thought she created a moment. It was corny as hell. So now the next trip is Jamaica, and all the ladies have this in common where they hope the trip isn't canceled or drama happens. Well, drama's gonna happen regardless, but yeah, they ain't canceling no Jamaica trip. Oh! So Sonya calls Kenya, via FaceTime. They're both at their respective events. And she's telling Kenya that she's having a little gathering at her house before Jamaica, just like a little pregame, and to let everybody know what to expect on the trip. Sonya definitely emphasizes that she wants this to be a couples trip, knowing that some of the ladies are single. Now, she's sitting next to Sheree and Marla, and they don't have a problem with that. But she's telling Kenya this again to emphasize that, just to make it clear, this is a couples trip. Kenya's like, no. Bye, girl, bye. If Kenya had a flip phone, she would have slapped that shit shut. Ooh, slap that shit shut. Say that 5 times fast. The other ladies on Sonya's end are gagged that Kenya just hung up in her face like that. We're on Candy's side now, and Kenya's saying that Sonya knows full and well that she's going through a divorce right now. She isn't dating anybody. But the thing is, Sonya said you can bring a friend of your own. Why wouldn't Kenya want to just bring, backup or another friend to join her on the trip? It didn't have to be a man. That's why I'm on Sonya's side a little bit. She's not forcing you to bring a man on the trip. She just doesn't want you to be by yourself, and she wants you to have somebody you can team up with or something. Maybe they're doing 2-on-2 activities. Kenya was being unreasonable in that moment. Kenya explains herself in her confessional. Look, I'll hang up on her again if I have to do it. And I'll do it again! Anywho, Sonya is not pleased by this and is definitely going to address Kenya when she sees her. Next scene, we're with Marlo as she's visiting a therapist. This therapist kind of handsome. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know ya. Come and talk to me. Sorry. Anywho, she's talking to him, of course, about, her nephews and giving them away, the guilt that she has. And I think he's giving some good advice. Like, he's telling her to, at least give herself some credit. He actually tells her she's not wrong for taking a 30-day break, but the issue is to not make them feel abandoned. So, yeah, that's what I immediately thought. I was like, well, aren't they going to think you're abandoning them if you just drop them off at another person's house, especially when that other person has other kids too to tend to? Next scene, we're with Candy and Todd, and they're in the living room about to have a conversation with both of their daughters. Todd's daughter, I appreciate this come up. Maybe she getting her own money, or maybe getting some money from Candy on the side, but it looks like she's not being treated like the redheaded stepchild anymore. And y'all know what I'm saying. It is no shade. I wonder if Kayla and Riley are friends outside of being step siblings. I know there's an age difference between them. Riley is 19, even though she looks 37, and Kayla, she's 25. And look at Riley all grown up, by the way. I'm glad that she's way less awkward on camera these days. So we found out that this conversation that they're having with them is discussing a trust that they're setting up for both of their kids. Clearly, a couple like Candy and Todd, they need separate trusts for their kids because Todd, we all know he is cheap. Like, if anything happened to Candy, God forbid, Riley and him would be at war with each other. Oh my God, now production, y'all ain't have to do Todd like that. So now they're listing all of their businesses. You have Candy with the Song Publishing, Candy Factory, Bedroom Candy, The House, Guest House, Mama Joyce's House, Tag's Boutique. Todd's assets, the New Jersey condo. And then we see their only shared assets being real estate and all the restaurants. Todd is starting already, and he's talking about leaving assets. He doesn't want to give one big lump sum to his kids. He'd rather it be in installments because, what if they blow it all, or what they do with it? You can see Riley's face already. She is not for that. Riley is spoiled. Not Todd trying to give these girls a lesson. The main reason that I'm sure if y'all have kids in the chat, or if I ever decide to have a kid, which will not happen, I work hard so I can make life easier for them. They are black women. Why should they have to struggle if they don't have to? And Candy brings up a good point. She knows, like, if anything happened to her and Todd is in charge of everything, oh, they would get allowances. He would probably hoard all that money. Riley would probably take his ass to court. And Mama Joyce. Look, Mama Joyce was right. She knew. She said, Candy, if you choke on a chicken bone, what's gonna happen to me? Todd knows it's true. His daughter, by the look on her face, knows it's true. They definitely treat their daughters differently when it comes to giving them money. Ooh, and here go production with the receipts. Like, they're showing Riley getting her fabulous New York apartment when she enrolled in college as a freshman. And poor Kayla, like, just seeing this, and she lives in New York and probably just struggling. I mean, we know Todd is a cheapskate. We know he is. But he himself ain't a cheapskate when it comes to investing in his shit with Candy's money, though. Todd now has his panties in a bunch because he's been called out for his cheap behavior. He's calling them disrespectful and walks off. I'm sure he's just doing that for the cameras. He ain't really mad. This was an interesting scene involving Candy and Todd for once. This was given, like, you know, hood Succession. So next we get a quick scene of Sonya letting all the ladies know that the gathering at her house will also double as a little surprise party for Sheree. And speaking of Sheree, we're with her now and she's going to the fabric store for She by Sheree. So wait a minute, like, Sheree be wearing some random items, like, with her logo on it, the She by Sheree hoodie she has. Like, that's actually cute. Like, why isn't this on sale now, girl? So she's talking to these fabric clerks. She's saying that she's gonna make clothes for women and men. And these joggers are definitely gonna be made so you can see the VPL. And I'm pretty sure we all know what VPL stands for. Google it if you don't know. Sheree is too much. Want to see Prince swinging in joggers. Girl, Lord, I hope this work out for her this time. I'm tired of seeing her embarrassed. Are y'all? Anyway, next scene we're with Candy and Todd again, and this time they're in Candy's office. Todd's still feeling some type of way, of course, because he was called out by Candy and their daughters, and have the nerve to call them entitled. Okay, sir, you're the main one entitled to Candy's money, it seems. All that earlier conversation they had about the trust and stuff, all that was missing was Mama Joyce. Ooh, I would have wished Mama Joyce was in that scene. So then they just agreed to both have separate trusts for their daughters in the event any of them are not there anymore. I think that's fair. I think that's what Candy should have did. Just make sure you write that shit out on your will. Like, this is what's going to my daughter. So next scene is the day of Sonya's gathering / Sheree's surprise birthday. All the ladies are arriving, and it seems that Sonya's house is outside of Atlanta. Drew makes a comment saying, I should have took a helicopter or took a flight. I love how she tells the production in her confessional, y'all do know she's not in Atlanta, right? As if they, like, made a mistake casting her. So then Kenya arrives. She tells everyone hello, even Marlo. Marlo looks so crunchy already just by Kenya's presence. Girl, stop letting Kenya get to you. Even Kenya has a little shady comment to make about Sonya's house being outside of Atlanta, telling her, I had to make a little small lunch before I got here. For them to tell her that, she must live 45 minutes outside of Atlanta, which is a lot of driving. So Sonya takes this opportunity to talk to Kenya on the side about hanging up in her face. You know, they're all joking about it, but Sonya says, seriously, if you have a problem with me, like, please don't hang up in my face. Kenya's telling Sonya that she thought that she was being insensitive and she knows what she's going through with Mark. Again, I think Sonya should have just told her, that's why I said that you don't have to bring a man, you can just bring a friend. Kind of like how Sheree brought futon. Even though I don't think Kenya deserved an apology, Sonya apologizes anyway, just for them to move forward and have a good vacation. Kenya, I'm not feeling this coat or whatever. This raccoon squirrel coat that she got, I'm not feeling it. It's so distracting. Ooh, and here comes Sheree decked out in this Gucci suit. She looks good. Again, I don't know where Sheree is getting her money from. Now, I'm calling it here first. I'm thinking within the next year or so, Sheree's gonna get busted, like by the feds or something, because just something ain't adding up. Like, what was she doing before Housewives? Like, what is her income really? I can foresee a big Jen Shaw scandal coming soon. So Sheree steps in the door. They all surprise her by singing her happy birthday. Oh, they are screaming so loud. For why? Oh, so it looks like Sonya's gathering. Not everything is going according to plan. Like the little photo booth thing she's doing. Like, they didn't charge the battery. This dry ass food that they serving. Oh my God. Those beef patties look so dry. Ain't no sauce. And you know us ninjas love sauce. Kenya is clowning Sonya in her confessional. I need a whole jug of rum punch to finish this. Okay, Kenya. Oh my God. I hate that I like her so much now. Oh my God, Kenya. That was not necessary. She said that in front of everybody. So Sonya's telling everybody the menu, and then Kenya walks up, well, Sonya, we may need to make our own food because of that dry ass tortilla you serve. Really? And just runs away? And Kiki, I would have put her ass out. I mean, the food doesn't look that great. And Drew, I don't know what you laughing at. I don't know why you kiki in the comments, because you's a whole fraud, okay? She trying to talk about some Party City when just last season, her wins looked like they were from Party City. Laura, so now the topic of conversation brought up by Candy is when Drew was getting into it with Fatum and throwing dog bones at her. And Sheree is kind of just defending her friend. Ooh, and it looked like Drew coming for Sheree now. Like, oh, that's what happens when people try to throw the rock and hide their hands. Now, so they're going back and forth. Drew just liked the fight. She's picking fights right now. She was wrong too by bringing in her assistant talking about Sheree. She's so contradictory, it's crazy. Her and her husband deserve each other. Sheree then tells all the ladies that every time there's some conflict, it's always involving Drew. She's always starting this mess. They're going way back to Kenya's daughter's birthday party, and now Drew's telling Sheree, oh yeah, I know you don't remember, you're getting older in age. Everyone's like, Sheree then tells you better wish you looked this good when you reach my age. Sheree got a point. Sheree looks good for her age. I think she's like, what, 50 or 51? Oh my God. And then Marlo, she trying to help Sheree on her confessional scene. She looks damn good for 60. Then production's like, she's 52. Either way, Sheree looks damn good. Drew is just so whack. Please, can we get her off this show, y'all? Next season? I don't want to see her. So they all finish eating. They try to change the topic now by just bringing out Sheree's cake and singing her happy birthday. Candy's messy ass then tells Drew, oh yeah, you should sing Sheree happy birthday. Do it. Candy, why don't you sing Sheree happy birthday? So now all the ladies are egging Drew on to sing now, and she finally just like, fuck it, I'll sing. And she actually sounds good. Really good. Like probably better than Candy. Those runs, okay, Drew. Finally, something I like about her. The girl can sing. Happy birthday, dear Sheree. However she did that. I mean, at least the energy in the room now is reset. So now all the ladies head to the living room, and not Sonya, like with a scratch board and a pointer telling the ladies about what to do and how to behave in Jamaica. That is so condescending. The ladies aren't feeling this, and then we cut to Kenya's confessional saying she should have made a rule not to have that dry ass food. That food must have been terrible in order for Kenya to talk about that later after the fact in her confessional. So the next rule we see is absolutely no props, and everyone looks in Drew's direction. Yeah, she owns it. Hopefully she doesn't bring any more props. At least Kenya, the original queen of props, gave us some very memorable moments with the scepter and the fan. Did she have a crown too? Or maybe that was Portia. Sonya also lets the ladies know that weed is not legal in Jamaica. Surprisingly, because when I went to Jamaica, I smoked a hell amount of weed. Jesus, more rules? Sonya, can we wrap this up? So her last rule, I think, would be the most insulting to my intelligence. And she's just telling the ladies to make sure they're on their best behavior because this is still a work trip for her. Like there's some like high school students or something. This is definitely given how Dorinda was acting at Bluestone Manor. So Sonya's TED Talk finally ends with a bop bop. bop. And that is where the episode ends, y'all. This was cute. I enjoyed this episode. Not a filler. Also, the ratings came in today for this episode, and they got their highest ratings yet for this season. So Atlanta's not doing too bad, and definitely much better than last season. I'm looking forward to the Jamaica trip. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode in the comments below. I'm going to get ready to edit this and get the Married to Medicine. With that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.